in revenge of thy ingratitude, I throw my name against the bruising stones, trampling contemptuously on thy disdain. And here is written love, wound, Proteus. Poor wounded name, whom my bosom as a bed shall lodge thee until thy wound be thoroughly healed, and thus I search it with a sovereign kiss. But twice or thrice was Proteus written down. Be calm, good wind, blow not a word away until I have found each letter in the letter, except for my own name, that some whirlwind bear into a ragged, fearful, hanging rock, and throw it thence into the raging sea. Lo, here is written Proteus. Here is twice written Proteus. Poor, forlorn Proteus, passionate Proteus. To his sweet Julia, that I'll tear away. And yet I will not, since so prettily he couples it to his complaining names. And thus I'll hold one on another. Now kiss, embrace, contend, do what you will! Woo!
To leave my Julia, shall I be forsworn? To love fair Sylvia, shall I be forsworn? To wrong my friend, or shall I be much forsworn? What? Even that power which first gave me my oath provokes me to this threefold perjury. Love made me swear, and love bids me forswear. Oh, sweet suggesting love, if thou hast sinned, teach me, thy tempted subject, to excuse it. At first, I did adore a twinkling star, but now I worship a celestial sun. Oh, unheedful vows may heedfully be broken. And he once wit, that once resolved will to learn his wit, to exchange the bad for the better. Oh, fie, learned tongue, to call her bad, whose sovereignty so often has preferred with 20,000 soul-confirming oaths. I cannot leap to love. Oh, but yet I do. But there I leap to love where I should love. Julie I lose, Valentine I lose. If I keep them, I needs must lose myself. And if I lose them, thus find I by their loss. For Valentine myself, for Julie Sylvia. Well, I to myself am dearer than a friend, for love is still most precious in and of itself. And Sylvia, oh, witness heaven that made her fair, shows Julia but a swarthy Ethiop. I will forget that Julia is alive, remembering that my love for her is dead. And Valentine, I'll hold an enemy, aiming at Sylvia as a sweeter friend. Well, I cannot now prove constant to myself without some treachery used towards Valentine. For this night, he meaneth with a corded ladder to climb celestial Sylvia's chamber window. Myself in counsel, his competitor. Now presently, I'll go and give her father notice disguising in pretended flight, who, all enraged, shall banish Valentine. For Thurio, he intends, shall wed his daughter, but Valentine being gone, I'll quickly cross by some sly trick and blunt Thurio's dull proceeding. Love, lend me wings to make my purpose swift, as thou hast lent me wit to polish truth. Sebastian, I have entertained thee, partly that I am in need of such a youth that can with some discretion do my business. For 'tis no trusting yon foolish lout, but chiefly for thy face, and thy behavior, which my augury deceives me not. For witness good bringing up, fortune and truth. Therefore know thou, for this I entertain thee. Now, go presently. Take this ring with thee, and deliver it to Madame Sylvia. She loved me well, delivered it to me.
It seems you love not her to leave her token. She is dead, belike?
Oh, not so. I think she lives.
Alas!
Well, why dost thou cry alas?
Because I cannot choose but pity her.
Wherefore shouldst thou pity her?
Because methinks she loves you as well as you do love your lady Sylvia. She dreams of him that has forgot her love. You dote on her that cares not for your love. 'Tis pity love should be so contrary, and thinking of it makes me cry, alas.
Well, give her that ring, and there withal this letter. That's her chamber. Tell my lady that I request that I claim the marks to her heavenly picture. Your message done, I home into my chamber, wherefore thou shalt find me. Sad and solitary.
How many women would do such a message? Gentlewoman, good day. I pray you be my mean to bring me where to speak to Madame Sylvia.
And what would you with her if that I be she?
If you be she, I do entreat your patience to hear the message I am sent on.
From who?
From my master, Sir Proteus, madam.
Oh, he sends you for a picture.
Aye, madam.
Go give your master this. Tell him from me, one Julia, that his changing thoughts forget would better fit his chamber than this shadow.
Please you peruse this letter, madam. Pardon me, madam. I have unadvised delivered you a message that I should not. This is a letter for your ladyship.
I pray thee, let me look on that
It
again.
may not be, good madam. Pardon me.
There, hold. I will not look upon your master's lines, for I know that they are stuffed with protestations and filled with newfound oath, which he will break as easily as I do tear this paper.
He sends your ladyship this ring.
What more shame it brings it him, for I have heard him say that his Julia gave it him at his departure. Though his false finger have profaned the ring, mine shall not do his Julia so much wrong.
Oh, she thanks you for it.
What sayest thou?
I thank you for it, madam, that you tendered her. Poor gentlewoman, my master wrongs her much.
Dost thou know her?
Almost as well as I know myself. To think upon her woes, I do protest that I have wept 100 several times.
Belike, she thinks that Proteus hath forsook her.
I think she doth, and that's the cause of her sorrow.
Is she not passing fair?
She hath been fair, madam. When she thought my master loved her well, she, in my judgment, was as fair as you. But since she did neglect her looking glass and throw her sun-expelling mask away, she has become as black as I.
How tall is she?
Well, about my stature. For at Pentecost, when all our pageants of delight were played, our youth got me to play the women's part, and I was trained in Madame Julia's gown. Therefore, I know she is about my height. And at that time, I did make her weep a good, for I played a lamentable part, which I so lively acted with my
poor lady desolate and left. I weep myself to think upon thy words. Dear youth, there is my purse. I give thee this for thy mistress's sake, because thou lovest her. Farewell.
She thanks you for it, if e'er you know her.
Action.
Sir Eglamour, how art a gentleman? Think not I flatter, for I swear I do not. Valiant, wise, remorseful, well accomplished. Thou art not ignorant what dear goodwill I bear unto the banished Valentine, nor that my father would enforce me marry vain Thurio, whom my very soul abhors. Thyself has loved, and I have heard thee say no grief did ever come so near thy heart as when thy lady and thy true love died, upon whose grave thou vowedst pure chastity. Sir Eglamour, I would to Valentine, to Mantua, where I hear he makes abode. And for the ways are dangerous to pass, I do desire thy worthy company, upon whose faith and honor I repose. Urge not thy father's anger, Eglamour. Think upon my grief, a lady's grief, and on the justice of my flying hence to keep me from a most unholy match, which heaven and fortune still rewards with plagues. I do desire thee, even from a heart as full of sorrows as the sea of sands, to bear me company and go with me. If not, to hide what I have said to thee. Come, give me my veil. Throw it over my face.
We once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The Honorable Lady of the House? Which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the Lady of the House, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No. Profound heart, and by the very fangs of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Sir, if you are she, do usurp yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
'Tis the more like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wander at you than to hear you. If you be mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not the time of moon with me to make it so skipping a dialogue.
Tell me your mind. I am a messenger.
Surely you have some hideous matter to attend to when the courtesy of it is so fearful.
cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are foolishly alive if you will leave these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
No, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty, and they will be in inventory. Every particle and utensil labeled to my will as item 2 lips, indifferent red. Item 2 gray eyes with lids to them. Item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
Adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your master does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble of great state, of fresh and stainless youth, in voices well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in dimension and shape of nature a gracious person. But yet I cannot love him. You might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate. Call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberant hills and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune. Yet my state is well, I am a gentleman.
Get thee to your lord. I cannot love him, let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed host, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love makes his heart of flint, and you shall love. And let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. How be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, thine actions and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not so fast. Soft. Soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel his youth perfections with a subtle and invisible stealth creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish disguise, I see thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this badge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now will last the day. What thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard not for me to untie.
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment, you did hear a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you, a shameful cunning to which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with the unmuzzled thoughts that tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom hideth my heart. A world where the poor are to be proud. One should be a prey. How much better to fall before the lion than the wolf. Pluck up braids amid waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth is come to harvest, your whir is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west. Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. The murderous guilt shows not itself more soon than love that would seem hid. Love's night is noon. Cesario! By the roses of the spring, by maiden, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so that, offer all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can thy passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause that I, thou, therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus with reason fetter. Love sought is good, but given unsought better.
And God forbid, it's getting easier. Sometimes you'll be given a...
Let's try it again. I want to feel my piercing. Change me, madam. The worthy Leontis is in safety and greets your highness dearly.
Thanks, good sir. You're kindly welcome.
All of her that is out of door most rich. If she be furnished with a mind so rare, she alone is the Arabian bird. Though I have lost the wager. Boldness be my friend. Arm the audacity from head to foot.
He is one of the noblest note, to whose kindnesses I am most infinitely tied. Reflect upon him accordingly, as you value your trust. Leontis. So far I have read aloud, but even the very middle of my heart is warmed by the rest. You are welcome, worthy sir, for I have words to bid you, and shall find it so in all that I can do.
Thanks, fairest lady.
What, dear sir, thus raps you? Are you well?
Thanks, madam. Well.
Continues well, my lord. His health, beseech you?
Well, madam.
Is he disposed to mirth? I hope he is.
exceedingly pleasant. None a stranger there so merry or so gamesome. He is known as the Britain Reveller.
When he was here, he was inclined to sadness and oftentimes not knowing why.
I never saw him sad. There was a Frenchman there, his companion, an eminent monsieur that, it seems, much loves a gallant girl at home. He furnishes the thick sighs from him, while the Briton, your lord I mean, cries from freeze lungs, oh, can my sighs hold any longer? To think that man who knows by history, report, and his own proof what woman is, when she cannot choose but must be, can he choose to trade his free hours for a short bondage?
Will my lord say so?
Aye, madam, with his eyes unplugged with laughter. It is a recreation to watch him mock the Frenchman. But heaven knows, many men are much to blame.
Not he, I hope.
No, not he. But heaven's bounty towards him might be used more thankfully. And himself 'tis much. When you try to count his beyond all talents, whilst I am bound to wonder, I am also bound to pity.
What do you pity, sir?
Two creatures, heartily.
Am I one, sir? You look on me. What wreck discerns you in me deserves your pity.
Oh, lamentable. What that I should be hidden from sun and solace in the dungeon by a snuff.
I pray you, sir, deliver with more openness your answers to my demands. Why do you pity me?
Had I this cheek to bathe my lips upon? This hand whose touch, whose every touch would force the feeler's soul to the oath of loyalty. This object which takes prisoner mind wild eye, fixing it only here. Damned then with eye slaver with lips as common as the stairs that mount the Capitol. Joined gripes with hands made false by labor. Then by-peeping with an eye base and unlustrious, fed by the stinking tallow. It seems all the plagues of hell should come from such a revolt.
My lord, I fear, has forgotten Britain.
And himself. Oh, dearest lady, your cough doth strike my heart with pity. That doth make me sick. A lady so fair and fastened to an emperor should make the greatest king double. To be partnered with tomboys, fed with all that self-exhibition which your own coffers yield. Such boiled stuff might as well be poison. Be revenged, or she that bore you was no queen, and you recoil from your great stuff.
Revenged? How should I be revenged?
I dedicate myself to your sweet pleasure. More noble run to get to your bed, and as close to your pleasure, still close as shore.
What? Oh, Bassanio!
Let me serve as my tender on your lips.
Away! I do condemn my ears that have so long attended thee. Thou robst a gentleman who is as far from thy report as thou from honor. And solicit here a lady who disdains thee and the devil alike. What hope, Bassanio?
Oh, happy Leontis. The credit thy lady hath of thee deserves thy trust, and thy most perfect goodness for a short credit. Pray your pardon. I have spoke this to see if your affiances were deeply rooted, and will make your lord that which he is, new or. And he is one of the truest mannered. Such a good witch that he enchants societies into him. Half all men's hearts are his.
You make amends.
Do not be angry, mighty princess, that I have tried your taking in a false report, which hath with confirmation given your great judgment in the election of a sir so rare, which you know cannot err. The love I have for him made me again thus. But the gods made you, unlike all others, chaffeless. Pray your pardon.
All is well, sir. Take my power in the court for yours.
My humble thanks. Crickets sing, and man compares his o'er labored sense by race. Oh, Cytherea.
Yes.
How bravely thou becomes thy bed, fresh lily. paler than the sheets. Oh, that I might touch, kiss, one kiss. Rubies on Paragon, how dearly they do it. So breathing that perfumes the chamber thus, the flame of the taper bows toward her. But my design, to note the chamber thus, I will write all down, such and such pictures. There, the window, such the adornment of her bed. The arcs, figures. Some natural notes about her body. Above 10,000 meaner movables would prove to enrich mine inventory. This will prove outwardly as strongly as the conscience does within to the matter of reward. On her left breast, a mole, sink spot, the crimson red drops in the bottom of the couch. Here is a voucher, stronger than ever luck could make, and this will force him to think I have picked the lock and taken the treasure of her honor. No more. Why write down what's riveted, screwed to my memory? I have enough. To the trunk again, and shut the spring of it. Swift you dragons of the night, the dawning may bear the raven's eye. I lodge in fear, though this a heavenly angel be. Oh, hell is here. 1, 2, 3. Time.
Yes, sir. To Milford Haven, which is the way? I thank you, bound bush. Hey, pray how far thither? Oh, it's Pittykins, can it be 6 miles yet? Oh, I've gone all night. Faith, I'll lie down and sleep. What's up? Little Pedro. Oh, gods and goddesses. These flowers are like the pleasures of the world. This bloody land, they cannot. I hope I dreamed, for so I thought I was a cavekeeper and cooked honest creatures. But 'tis not so. 'Twas but a bolt of nothing, shot at nothing, which the brain makes of fumes. Our very eyes are sometimes like our judgments, blind. Good faith, I tremble stiff with fear. But if there be yet left in heaven as small a drop of pity as a wren's eye feared God's a part of it. Oh, the dream's here still. Even when I wake, it is without me as within me. Not imagined. Felt. A headless man. Martin's hostliness? I know the shape of his leg. This is his hand. His foot mercurial, his martial thigh, the bronze of Hercules. But his jovial face, how? 'Tis gone! Oh, murder in heaven! Cassandra. Oh, curses mad Hecuba gave the Greeks, and mine to boot be darted on thee! Thou conspired with that Regulus double plot, and hath here cut off my lord! Oh, from the most bravest vessel of the world's strife, Bassanio might have killed thee at the heart and left this head on. How should this be? Bassanio. 'Tis he and Cloten, malice and lucre in them, have laid this woe here. Oh, 'tis pregnant. Pregnant, the drug he gave me, which he said was both precious and cordial to me. Have I not found it murderous to the senses? This confirms it home. This is Bassanio's deed and Cloten's. Cover my pale cheek with thy blood, for we the harder may seem to those who chance to find us. Oh, my lord, my lord.
Action.
If by your art, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters in this roar, allay them. The sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch, but that the sea, mounting to the welkin's cheek, dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel who had no doubt some noble creature in her dashed all to pieces. Oh, the cry did knock against my very heart. Poor souls, they perished. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea within the earth, or ere should the good ship so have swallowed, and the rotting souls within her.
Action.
There be some sports are painful, and their labor delight in them sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me as odious. But the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes my labors pleasures. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her father's crab, and he is composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up upon a sore injunction. But my mistress weeps when she sees me work, and says such baseness had never like executor. I forget. But these sweet thoughts do even refresh my labors most busiest when I do it.
Alas, now pray you work not so hard. I would the lightning had burnt up those logs that you are enjoined to pile. Pray set it down and rest you. When this burns, 'twill weep for having wearied you. My father is hard at study. Pray set it down and rest you. He's safe for these 3 hours.
Oh, most dear mistress, the sun shall set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit down, I'll bear your logs the while. Pray give me that. I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature. I had rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you should such dishonor undergo, while I sit lazy by.
It would become me as well as it does you, and I should do it with much more ease, for my goodwill is to it, and yours it is against. You look wearily.
No, precious creature. 'Tis fresh morning when you are by at night. I do beseech you chiefly that I might set in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my father, I have broke your hest to say so.
Admired Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world. Full many a lady have I eyed with best regard, and most times their tongue hath into bondage set my too diligent ear. For several virtues have I liked several women, never any with so fun soul, but some defect in her did quarrel with the noblest grace she owed, and put it to the foil. But you, oh, you, so perfect, so peerless, are created of every creature's best.
I do not know one of my sex. No woman's face remember, save from my glass mine own. Nor have I known more that I may call men than you, good friend, and my dear father. How features are abroad, I am skilless of, but by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not wish any companion in the world but you. Nor can imagination form a shape besides herself to like of. But I prattle something too wildly, and my father's precepts I there, and do forget.
I am my condition of prince, Miranda. I do think a king. I would not so. And no more would endure this wooden slavery than the flesh fly blow my mouth. Hear my soul speak. Very instant when I saw you, did my heart fly to your service, there resides in it, to make me slave to it. And for your sake am I this patient log man.
Do you love me?
Oh, heaven! Oh, earth, bear witness to this sound, and crown what I profess with kind event if I speak true. If hollowly invert what best is boded me to mischief. I, beyond all limit of what else in the world, do love, prize, honor you.
Oh, I am a fool to weep if I am glad of.
Wherefore weep you?
At mine unworthiness, that dare not offer what I desire to give, or much less take what I shall die to want. But this is trifling, and all the more it seeks to hide itself the bigger bulk it shows. Hence, bashful cunning and prompt me plain and holy innocence. I am your wife, if you will marry me. If not, I'll die to be your maid. To be your fellow you may deny me, but I'll be your servant whether you will or no.
My mistress, dearest, and I thus humble ever.
My husband, then?
I, and with the heart as willing heir to bondage, and with a heart as willing as bondage, heir to freedom. Here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in it. And now farewell until half an hour hence.
1,000,000